Okay, I don't normally make videos like this, but maybe I should make more videos like this because I last night went online. Okay, backstory. I was using my Cricut machine. I needed to make some stickers for a couple different projects, and the blade, as some of you know, the blade after you use it a while doesn't work right. You just can't fix it anymore. You just got to get a new one. Okay, so I went online last night to the Michaels website to see if the Michaels near my house had replacement blades. Ideally, a 2-pack would be great because then you have two, but one would, that'd be fine. So the Michaels near my house had 14 2-packs. So I was like, sweet. Of course, you can't use a coupon at Michael's on Cricut stuff, but whatever. So I'm like, great. I'm going to get my car. I'm going to go over to Michael's. I'm going to get my Cricut blades so I can get home and do my projects on a Sunday. So I go into Michael's. Right there. Har Mar Mall, Roseville, Minnesota. And yes, I'm going to call them out on this. I proceed to go in, go to the area that's got the Cricut supplies, and Cricut Accessories has like these little tiny tags that you have to take off the thing and take up to customer service, and then they give you the little stuff because it's really easy to steal that stuff. But there were no tags for it, so I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I went up to the customer service desk where you check out, where you take those little tags. And I said, hey, I went over to your Cricut supplies. I need a Cricut blades, but there were no tags. And the poor guy that was working there, he's like, I don't know anything about that. Let me get someone that can help you. So he's wandering around the store trying to find someone to help me. And then the gal who, I have no idea who she was. Supervisor, assistant manager, I have no idea who she was. But she comes up and she goes, oh, how can I help you? And I said, oh, okay, let me start over. I need Cricut replacement blades. There's no little tag for them. But online it says you have 14 of them. So can you help me? She proceeds to tell me that if there are no tags, then they don't have any. And I told her, how is that possible? You have 14 of them online, so... And she goes, well, it's not always current and it's not always right. And I'm like, okay. I need these. It said online last night and again this morning that you have 14 replacement 2-pack blades of Cricut blades. And she's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Do you have an item number? And I looked at her and I said, why would I have the item number? And she goes, well, I need to finish taking this phone call first, looking up something for a customer. And I'm like, okay. So while she's on the phone with another customer doing whatever, I go onto my phone on the Michaels app, look it up, and again, it says there are 14 of them. And so now I have the item number. So now she gets off the phone and I show her the item number, and she just gives me this look like of disgust, like, why are you bothering me? And so she goes over to the bin where the Cricut supplies are. She couldn't just walk over there before and just look. She had to give me this song and dance of, well, if there are no tags, then there aren't any. So she goes over to the bin and she looks and she's like, oh, well, we don't have 14 of them, but we have some. And I looked at her and I said, okay. can I have one? And so she hands one to me and then proceeds to walk away, not even continuing to help me with customer service, just walked away. So I checked myself out on their little self-checkout kiosk and I walked out. And then I went over to the grocery store and picked up the few items I forgot to get yesterday at the grocery store. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my little video because no one should tolerate that kind of BS customer service. I am so tired of it. And flat out lie about whether or not you have a product because someone was too lazy to put the tags out whether they have product or not. So, if you're in the Minnesota area and if you're in the Roseville area and you plan to shop at the Michaels, right there, at the Har Mar Mall Michaels in Roseville, Minnesota, don't plan on getting any good customer service. Heads up. At least from the management / supervisors. Because they'll just lie to you if you are looking for a product. Yeah, I didn't want to drive across town for two little teeny tiny, get out of my pocket, little teeny tiny little blades. I didn't want to go all the way across town for those to a different Michael's just to get those because, oh wait, Joann's closed. So anyway, heads up, don't go to Michael's in Har Mar Mall. Crappy customer service. And you know what, I'm going to start making more of these videos about people's crappy customer service or even good customer service. But yeah, I'm done with people being rude to customers. Good customer service, great review. Bad customer service, crappy review. And guess what? Michael's at Har Mar Mall, crappy customer service, bad review. End of story. Thanks.